All right, what is up, everybody? Shadow Scout 0013 here, reporting in for another list build. This time we're going to go with a CIS and a skirmish list, specifically as a request for a heavy tank and Cad Bane. So this is going to be fun. There's a few different options we're going to go with here. I'll try to save the last one because I think the last one is going to be better. But I'll go over a few different options just in case. That way you have you can do something with it. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe, definitely, and leave a comment below of what you think you would add, take away, what you agreed with, what you liked, which list you kind of thought was better. And if you have a request, leave it down below. I like doing these because it's just giving me something to do. I have ideas for other lists that I will go over. But for now, let's go over this one. So let's go with the tank. Let's go with the heavy. It's going to have AI attack. So if you don't have an face-up order token to begin with, it's going to have to attack first. And it's going to have armor, so it's going to cancel all hit results. It's got Arsenal 2, so it's already got 2, and we can, equip more if we wanted to. This one's already got critical 2, high velocity, so they can't, spin dodge tokens and impact 1. So it's a pretty, really decent gun. And then the lateral anti-personnel lasers are range 1 to 2. Nothing awesome, and it doesn't surge or anything. So yeah. But barrage. So if you don't use the arsenal and you just use one weapon, you can attack twice. You can perform up to 2 attack actions. So you can do the 4 red twice, which, I mean, I think that's fairly awesome. Just in case if we don't have that many guns, we can at least go with that. And then hover ground, so you can reverse, strafe, standby. And standbys would be pretty awesome just in case if you needed to, because most vehicles that are compulsory can't do that. And then weak point, definitely don't show your rear, and be polite. So we're gonna go with that one. With that, let's go. I'm specifically gonna have to just go with the T-Series tactical droid. 1, because it's cheap, and then 2, because it's a field commander. So we need that. And then it's going to lose the AI attack, which is awesome because then you don't have to worry about giving it an order token if you really need to give Cad Bane an order token. And then you want to take an aim with the tank. So the range 1 to 2, so the tank doesn't surge. So you want as many, crits as possible. And with critical critical 2 on your range 2 to 4. If you have this one, it's going to be critical 3, and then it's still high velocity. You're going to still have impact 1, which is pretty awesome. So you're getting tons of crits through. And if it has armor, that's going to be, fantastic. But if you use Arsenal 2, and you shoot with 2 different weapons, then you're not going to be able to use barrage. So it's also pretty good. I mean, it's just up to you. There's plenty of different options to choose from. High energy shells, we'll go with that one. And then, yeah, so that's the most that I'm going to do on the tank for now and keep it kind of light. Next up is Cad Bane, who's going to have jump 1, bounty, danger sense 2. So you can choose not to remove suppression tokens if you don't want to. And then while defending, you can roll an extra defense dice for each suppression you have up to 2. So if you have 2 suppression, you can roll 2 dice extra to whatever you're rolling for defending. And then sharpshooter 1, so you're negating cover by 1, and then steady. So after a speed 2 move, you get to make an attack, kind of like Han Solo. So I think that's pretty awesome. He's surging to hit and defense. He's rolling a white dice, 6 health, 3 courage. So that's pretty good. Especially for the bounty hunter and for bounty. At range, he's going to be really close range. He's going to have to be close, which we got to be careful with. That's the first thing that comes to my mind is that even though he does surge and he does have danger sense, he's still white and it surge or white dice and then to surge and 6 health. And since he's only range 1 to 2, he's going to be getting pretty close and personal. So if we go with him, he does have an extra weapon that you can attach. And so I would definitely attach it because if he's getting close, you're going to want some immobilize so that way you can get away. if you need to. And it's suppressive, and then you can still perform moves while engaged with the unit that's one or more immobilized tokens. This is basically Boba Fett's 1-pip, so except better. So we're gonna go with it. And so the next thing is duck and cover. Just in case, we're going to go ahead and do duck and cover because one of his command cards also allows him to get rid of suppression if needed. And then that's about as much as you really need, I feel like, on CAD for now. And then let's go with some core. Now, honestly, we're going to be close range, so I wouldn't mind going with a super battle droid. And probably a few other battles, just regular battle droids. And with the super battle droid, I would go with the B2 ACM trooper because it's going to be cheaper. Now you really can go with the B2 HA trooper. It's going to be cycle, blast, so there's no cover. It's just you're going to have less, activations, in my opinion. Say you give yourself another battle droid, you've got 27 more points to do with, so you don't have another way of getting another activation, so you're stuck at 5. And with that, honestly, I would go with the T-Series tactical droid also on the super battle droids because you're going to lose the AI attack. In my opinion, that's going to be better because they don't have coordinate trooper. And so they're going to be kind of stuck on their own for the most part. And then you have 9 more points to kind of do with what you want. You can add something to the battle droids. Honestly, if you just wanted more bodies, you could just go with a regular battle droid. That'd give you 5 activations, 7 troops or 7 little minis in 2 units. And then, the B2 Hall, this one's going to be pretty awesome. I mean, you have 6, 2, 4, 6, plus that one, that's 8, 9 health in that one that you're going to have to get through. So I think that's pretty good. And they're rolling significantly pretty good dice. I mean, at range 1 to 2, since they're going to be close range anyway. And they got 2 health each. Their courage 2 and 4. I mean, it doesn't really matter anyway for droids, but at least, for courage sake, just in case, because you're only going to have the tank over there. They won't panic if anything is super suppressive. And they have armor, so that's pretty awesome. Yeah, so that's really just kind of one way of doing it. The other way is let's get rid of the B2 and we give the B2 ACM. We get rid of the little battle droids here. Maybe we put an HQ uplink just in case to have extra order control. And then you have 7 more points to do with what you want. You could do the B1 security droid and lose AI attack if you wanted, just in case there was something another time that you didn't have it. The recon droid wouldn't be the worst because, I mean, even though that's range 1 to 2, at least there's an observe token that you can get at range 1 to 3. Or you can put 2 observation tokens, on a unit at range 1 to 3, and then attack. So that way you basically are taking an aim. But in case you didn't want to take that and you wanted to observe 2 on something Cad Bane is nearby, and then shoot something else, at least that would be good because you're giving at least extra observation tokens to Cad Bane or to the tank. So why not? It's a really cheap option. And I feel like not very many people use it. So that's one way of doing it. We can get rid of the super battle droids. Say we got rid of these at the moment. And we went with the BX commando droids, and definitely gave it some melee. They've only got 1 health each. Their courage 2. They have a red dice, so that's pretty awesome. They surge to hit range 1 to 3. They've got 2 white, but they do, like I said, surge. They've got scout 3, so they're going to be getting pretty ahead. They don't have charge or anything. But if you really wanted them to, you could. It's just to me, it's a pretty cheap, fighting unit. In my opinion, I'd probably just go with the Magna Guard. And then let's see, I want the Electro Whip on there. let's get rid of something. Get rid of HQ uplink. At least you have a Magna Guard with tenacity. You have 5 activations, but I feel like that's what you're going to wind up getting with keeping CAD and a tank. But the Magna Guard are not going to be able to defend anyone because it's mostly retinue for a commander and a commander. And we don't have that. CAD main's just an operative, and your heavy is a heavy. So you're going to have nothing to do with those, but it does have charge. And if you did have to move, you could still charge at the end, and it's unhindered already, and it's immune to pierce. So, and most of the time, people are going to be taking, people are going to be taking force users for the most part in a lot of these skirmishes. So with immune to pierce and unhindered, you're going to be able to get in close to kind of save CAD. And then maybe with this one, with the command stuff, where's the divulging right here? So if you divulge and you give those, 3 tokens out, you could put any of them, I guess, near the sides of the Magna Guard, or you could put the smoke and mirrors next to the Magna Guard. It's up to you. So yeah. And then for the other 3 pip, let's see. I'd go with just assault because I wouldn't want to just do droid troopers. And then I'm in control because you're going with CAD anyway, and you're trying to keep CAD in with an order. And then orbital strike wouldn't be the worst, but it's range 4 to infinity, and you're going to be divulging to begin with, and then everything's going to be getting pretty close. You are going to be trying to stay as far as you can with the tank anyway. I'd just go with push instead. And then mechanized incursion, definitely give it to the, battle, or give it to your tank. And then it could also give it to a battle droid, which you could give it to another battle droid, which could, I think, then coordinate it to your Magna Guard. And then Cad Bane's the only one left. And that's just from your 1 pip. So at least I would go with that one. And then obviously I'm your worst nightmare, where he gains uncanny luck and he can perform up to 2 attack actions. So there's lots of good ways to get multiple attacks in with, I'm your worst nightmare and the AAT, Arsenal 2 or Barrage. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. It's gonna be 500 points. I think this is the last one that I would go with. And I'm going to go ahead and go with CAD and the tank. Let's see. And at Skirmish. So if you guys like this one, go ahead and leave a comment below of what you liked, what you don't like, what you would change, which of those versions maybe you liked the most, or what you would want to run. I think those B2s would do great as a core unit. For firepower, and for kind of soaking up some firepower, and then the Magna Guard, but you have to have 2. So, these are naked battle droids. So you really wouldn't be able to have a B2 if you wanted the Magna Guard, which I would honestly take over the B2s. And then Cad Bane and then the tank. I mean, I think this is going to be pretty good. Your tank's going to be able to cover a lot. Cad Bane's going to try to go for that bounty, obviously. And the Magna Guard are also going to try to tie up a lot of ends while the tank and the battle droids just kind of try to dish out some damage. But yeah, if you guys liked, like I said, subscribe, like, and leave that comment. But I will catch you guys on the next video, which might come out soon, sometime this week. I'm thinking either people have done triple bikes, triple tons, so maybe like a triple support unit. Or if you guys have any other skirmish lists, if you have any other force users that you want to see, if you have any other random lists or like random requests of like core units or heavy something, just let me know. But yeah, catch you guys next time.